Hello students, these are vocabulary notes, so take out your notebook and then copy the notes, write an original sentence, and then draw the picture. Make sure you are listening to the video though, so you know which pictures to draw. The first term is cell membrane. The cell membrane is the outside of a cell, and it provides a cell with shape and protection. So in this drawing here, you don't have to draw this yet. The cell membrane is the outside wall there. And the cell membrane actually gives the cell its shape, but it also lets things in and things out that should not come in or should not be let out. It provides a barrier for bacteria and viruses, but sometimes the bacteria and the viruses sneak and trick the cell thinking that it's something that it needs, and it lets it in, and it can take over the control of the cell and then sometimes use it or destroy it. So go ahead and draw this picture now as best as you can. You don't have to label anything except for the cell membrane. So do it like I am doing it here. Just draw the cell. Don't worry about all the little pieces. Just try to draw the major pieces. And then just make an arrow and then write up here, cell membrane, which is the outside. For the original sentence, just like usual, I am doing the first one for you. Write original sentence. The cell membrane gives the cell shape. Don't forget to make your own original sentences for the next couple. And if the video is going too fast, pause it or rewind it. The next one is psyllium. Psyllium, some cells have psyllium, which lets them move around. They're outward projections. Think of them kind of like hairs. Let's look at some. So looking at this zoomed up image of a cell with a very powerful microscope, you see these little tiny hairs here. Some are really big. The cell can actually use these little hairs to move around. It wiggles them back and forth, and it can propel itself, moving from one place to another. Go ahead and make your original sentence and then draw this picture. On the picture side, I drew the picture you should draw. Draw a cell and then a bunch of little hairs coming out of it. And those will be the psyllium, and they usually are all over the cell, and the cell uses those little hairs to move around. It moves them back and forth to wiggle until it moves to where it wants to be, although it doesn't have a brain. If you haven't come up with your question for 2, go ahead and do that, and then be ready for number 3. The last one is the flagellum. Flagellums are single outward projections, or projection. Looks like a tail. So psyllium look like hairs, and the flagellum looks like tail. And not all cells have these, by the way. It's just cells that need to move around can have psyllium or flagellum. So here's a picture. So you see that this cell has a tail right there. Sometimes bacteria need this, or single-celled organisms, because some organisms, like I said, some are just one cell big. And then you can see that the tail is bonded into the back of the organism, and it moves it back and forth to propel itself. Go ahead and come up with your original sentence, and then draw this picture here. Draw a cell, and then draw the little tail on it, and then label it flagellum. Alright, that is the end of this video. Make your original sentence, and then move on to the next step. Have a good day.